The book of Job is a wake-up call for those that preach or teach that if you just have enough faith, if you're living right, if you always keep a positive confession, then you will never be sick, you will never lose, that you will never suffer or struggle, that God will only give you success, promotion, and favor. When God was talking about Job, God said of Job that he was blameless, that he was upright, that he feared God, and that he shunned evil. But God permitted Satan to bring about calamity, devastation, and death into his life. We'll learn more about that today in the Word for 2022. Today we're in Job chapter 2. Now, God has allowed Satan to take everything away from Job so far, his wealth and his children. Now, in chapter 2, he allows him to touch his life, and now he has sores all over his body. Job's wife, who is also struggling with grief at this time, says of her husband, "Are you still holding on to your integrity? Simply curse God and die." But how does Job respond? He says, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" They were going through the worst time of their lives. During this time, Job has 3 friends, and they show up. And it says in chapter 12 that when they saw him from afar off, they could hardly recognize him. When they did get to Job, they simply sat with him for 7 days and 7 nights in silence. Pain, suffering, and struggles in life, it's common to everyone. But also what is common is that pain removes the veneer of life. Pain reveals our core. It lets us know who we really are deep inside. When pain comes upon us, it can either bring us closer to God or draw us away from God. And when pain comes, it reveals how mature we are in our faith. Mother Teresa once said, "You will never know that Jesus is all that you need until Jesus is all that you have." Again, pain, struggle, and difficulties, they're common to everyone. God sometimes, He does calm the storm all around us, but sometimes He calms us in the midst of the storm. When someone is going through a difficult time in their life, what's the best way to help them? Don't be like Job's 3 friends, because they tried to give false pat answers, and they were wrong. When someone is going through a difficulty, the best thing that we can do when someone is suffering is to not preach at them or preach to them. Don't try and give them pat answers or cliches, but rather simply just be with them, pray with them, just be there and care. Again, adversity comes to everyone in life. And the problem is that we can never answer the question why for someone. We simply do not know. But when someone is suffering, we can reassure them that they are not alone, that they are loved, that God is with them, that God loves them and He will comfort them. His love and His care never end. So when someone is struggling, don't be like Job's 3 friends, but rather just be with them, pray with them. Simply be there and care. That makes all the difference. That is what people really need. Thank you for joining the Word for 2022.